Hello, people of YouTube. I'm Don. I made this channel specifically so I could just yap about anything I want. So that's kind of what this channel is. It's just a place to get my thoughts off. Um, and for anyone who does end up finding it, hello, how you doing? Um, Welcome. Um, yeah, I'm just here enjoying life and things like that. Um, I've recognized that I have a problem. I have a problem with giving people advice but not heeding the advice for myself. Have y'all ever done that? Like you give you give people like advice or you tell someone like, "Hey, you're going through this situation, so this is the best thing for you to do because I feel like this will have the best long-term effect on whatever it is the problem may be." And I feel like I do that a lot for people, but when I give people good advice and they like take it and it's like, dang, I give people such good advice on the same situations that I've been in personally, and I don't take that for myself. And I always wondered why like I don't do that. So that's kind of been a dilemma I've been like dealing with recently, and it's just opened my eyes to just think about like the way I combat things. But I mean, other than that, I've been really wanting to like dive into like content creation and social media and things like that because I feel like this is my avenue. This is what I want to do the most, and this is what I can imagine myself doing 10 years down the line and not getting bored of it and still having the same spark as as this right here when I start from day one. So that's been something I've battling because I feel like a lot of the times I don't take advantage of the opportunities that when they present themselves to me, I see the opportunity. I'm like, okay, that's cool. And I don't really capitalize on it like when I need to. And then just like that, gone. And the opportunity's not there anymore. And it's terrible because then you think, like, dang, what would have happened if I just, didn't care what other people was thinking about me or what I want to do or what my ambitions are? What if I didn't care? What if I just said, you know what, regardless of the negativity, the distractions, the procrastination, the self doubt, the confidence issues, regardless of all of that, what if I just said, you know what, I'm going to do it. We're going to see where it goes. Because what that's the entire that's the entire purpose of this channel. I don't want for this channel to be okay, let me backtrack. I don't want to do this channel specifically in regards of I'm going to make a lot of money. Now, given given, given the blessings from God, I don't know if many of y'all are religious, but given the blessings from God and given all the right signs from the universe, would I love for that to happen? Of course, because I feel like that would open so many avenues, not just for me, but also for the people around me. And I could set up my future generations, kids, or something like that. Like I feel like the I have the ideology and I have the mindset to be able to lead and lead on to do great things. But this is my lane. So I got a couple of notes here of what I'm going to do because I've always said that content creation is one of the many aspirations that I have. I've had a lot of aspirations since I was a kid, but I feel like this is one of the main aspirations that I just can't get away from because it just it just intrigues me so much. So I got a couple of things. So I wrote down, this is how I'm going to be successful and fruitful through the connections and through the process of content creation. Number one, content creation is only as hard as you make it. Now, what I mean by that is I see a lot of people have who have the utmost talent. Some who are more talented than others, some who write a unique way, or who can sing a song in a very unique aspect. But there's a lot of people who have a talent who aren't ready to show their talent, or who don't really have like the confidence to show their talent. Because as much talented people as I come by on a week to week basis, it's like, yo, this is cool. Like, you have a gift, and I feel like this is a gift you shouldn't withhold, and you should like give it out unto the world and see what happens. And I have that conversation way too much with people, and that conversation actually transpired back to me earlier at my job this week, when someone said, you pretty cool, bro. You remind me of my favorite YouTuber, Corey X Kenshin. And that's a big compliment, because I love Corey, and that's a great compliment. So when I heard that, it's like, if I have the energy and the vibrations that can make you feel as great as watching this YouTube entertainer feel, then I know that I have something that you can't teach. It's hard. I don't want to say entertainment can't be taught, but it's really hard to teach entertainment and to be able to switch and then gravitate and pull that entertainment and be able to spread it onward. I feel like I can do that, and I feel like I can gripe people for hours ahead at a time, but I feel like all of this comes down to me. All right, number 2. Social media is the future, and this is another way that I can express myself in a non-lethal capacity. Okay, so I myself have, I would like to say, I have a very short temper. Like, I am a quick flare. Like, the slightest thing just aggravates me, and that can relate to the people that I grew up with, how I was treated when I was younger. Like, a lot of things just seem to aggravate me really fast, like right like that. Like, a lot of things aggravate me. But the thing with me being aggravated a lot, I noticed that when you're aggravated, it's a lot of stress, it's a lot of tension, and you have to find a way to suppress that. So, me not wanting to be lethal and wanting to do something that's still stimulating to me, but also is a way to like either get my feelings out or to just like take my mind off whatever it was that was aggravating me, is I have two vices. I play video games um quite often, and I also frequent in writing. So those are two things that I can use to suppress the outside noise, and two things I can do to just really tie everything in. So it's those two things. Um yeah. And yeah, that's that's what it is. But that's what it is. And then last but not least, and last but not least, the only person stopping me from success is myself. I will put all negative aspects aside and strive to be the best version. And that is the truest thing that I have written on this paper. The only person that is stopping me from the utmost success and all the gratification and all the amazing things that I know I'm going to do. I know I'm going to do these things because I have a strong will, I have a strong faith, and I believe in myself. I also have God backing me. So I never believe that I can't do anything. I always believe that I can. I don't like the word can. That word was subtracted from my vocabulary at a very young age. That word was, I was told never say can't, because once you say you can't do something, you're already limiting yourself. Don't limit yourself, because the sky's the limit, but some people had to go into outer space. So don't let what you see limit you. And it does get aggravating sometimes, especially in this new day and age of social media, where we where we don't where we focus so much on virality and trying to have the next biggest video, when the purpose of content creation is to have fun. Like, content creation used to just be a fun thing. Vine used to be, I'm going to get on, make this funny video, and then post it and see what happens. But I think we got so caught up in everything going viral that we forgot that these apps are just organic. And sometimes they push you out, and sometimes they just keep you locked. But it's up to you to not get flustered by not seeing the growth or the views that you want, and for you to just nourish and just enjoy the journey, which is of content creation. But I'm going to say this now for myself, and I'm going to say this now for myself, and and any future time when I choose to look back at this video. It is currently 8:14. It is April 30th of 2025. I one day am going to be not one of the biggest, because one of the biggest isn't my goal. I don't want to be one of the biggest. I want to be one of the most well-known content creators on this planet. I want people to look at me and say, that's a great guy, great energy, entertaining. I love I love the vibrations that he gives off, and someone like this is more people that I want to be around, and people that inspire me. I want to be someone who people can look at and they say, I want to be like that guy. Not in a physical sense, but in a, maybe in a career sense, or just like an ideology sense. Like, they want to be like me in mind. They want to you know do the mannerisms and things like that. I want to be someone people can look at and say, yo, this dude is so cool. And I'm going to be that. I am going to be that. But I have 3 steps to this. One, I got to wake up. I got to look in the mirror, and I got to tell myself, regardless of what I feel and regardless of what people say, I can do this. because the only person that's stopping me from doing great is me. Number two, this is only as hard as I make it, because most of the things I want to do on a day-to-day basis, they're not difficult. They just take time. And I procrastinate a lot. So I would much rather spend my time doing anything else than something that actually interests me most of the time. And number three, I can do anything I set my mind to. And I also can do anything with God backing me. I can do anything. So I am going to speak this good energy into this mic, out onto all of you, into the universe. And I'm going to go and strategize, try to get better every day. And I'm going to work my tail off, because this is what I am meant to do. This is going to be the gateway for me to have a great life, for my family to have a great life, and for many other generations of people related to me to have a great life. But with that being said, thank y'all so much for listening to me and my Yap session. If you enjoyed it, leave a like, leave a comment. I would love to communicate with the masses, and I would also like to see how everybody's feeling about the certain topics that I talk about and things of that nature. But leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe if you would like. It's not required. Thank you for lending your ears. Peace, love, and happiness. This is Don, and I'm signing off. Peace.